How to make Excel's auto-fit row height feature actually auto-fit the row height. For every generation of Excel I can remember, including 2010, which I'm using now, Excel's auto-size row feature sometimes fails to actually auto-size a row when the cell contains wrapped text. When it works properly, all the text is revealed and there is no additional space below the last line of text. When it fails, it adds extra space below the text. To make matters worse, what you see is not always what you get, i.e., text that appeared okay on screen gets cut off when it's printed. You also get different sizing depending on whether you are zoomed in/out or at actual size. Simple test case. Why is there a one-line gap after the text in cell A1 but not in A2? To reproduce, set width of column A to 17.14, 125 pixels, text wrap on, and cell alignment top. I double-checked that I applied auto-fit row height to both rows. Zoom level is 100%. Is there any known remedy for this without resorting to manually adjusting the row heights, which is not practical for more than a handful of rows?
Excel's WYSIWYG isn't the best. In your picture, cat just barely sneaks into the 5th line. If you reduce the zoom percentage to anything less than 100%, 99% for example, then cat is now wrapped down to the 6th line. I think Excel is trying to auto-fit in a way that will ensure everything is almost always visible no matter your zoom level. That isn't the only problem you will have with auto-fit. In addition, the way a word-wrapped cell is printed won't always match what you see on screen. Take your example and change the font to Courier while leaving size at 11. As you can see, cell A1 appears to be given 1.5 extra lines. Now look at print preview, cat is completely hidden. In my experience, Excel has this problem with certain fonts and font sizes more than others. Courier is worse than Courier New, size 11 is generally worse than 10 or 12. Why they picked size 11 as the new default, I have no idea.
In some cases, the problem of extra space in some rows after invoking auto-fit row height may be that a hidden column has wrapped text in those rows.
A method I just found, extending the previous post a little. Select the whole sheet. Resize a column a little wider because the whole sheet is selected. All the columns will get wider. Double-click a row separator. The row height will be auto-fitted. Double-click a column separator. The column widths will be auto-fitted. Voila!
There is a KB article on this which suggests it's unacceptably sparse, in classic Microsoft fashion, that if you ever set a row height, automatic height auto-fitting is permanently gone for that row of that worksheet. Rows whose height you haven't touched will auto-fit fine though. While you can reset column widths with the standard width setting in 2003, Madman Designed 2007 changed to default width, but they forgot again and again to put that in for rows. So the permanency seems unavoidable. That means, if you have a default height of 15 and you create a sheet and set all the heights to 12, you just forfeited automatic auto-fitting.